And even your exes, you know what I mean? Like shit, I was waiting for you to chime in on this Kanye and Kim and Skete stuff going on. I'm like, yo, she got to get in on this one. Like
Nope.
they was talking about her like a dog before
I
um
know.
they got together, which I know, like, with the amplification of just how, big of an artist he is and the platform, those things stick. Like when someone says something of that magnitude,
Yes, it stays forever.
like that has to bother you though. I'm wondering when Amber actually just maybe
It
private.
doesn't act. I promise you, I don't think about it, bro.
No way.
I don't think about what it's like. It's childish to me. You got to think. Somebody's like, I had to take 30 showers after being with Amber. It's your 30 showers isn't gonna wash off some fucking whatever you think I did to you. Like it's childish. It's immature,
That's
and
just
I'm not finna fucking argue with that.
it's because you say you put your thumb in his butt. That's what happened. You started that one. I think you
No,
started that one, right?
I don't start anything. I just finish it. I don't start
Wait,
nothing.
why did he? No, he said that in response to something. I
No, he said that randomly
really,
on Breakfast Club. That was random. That I didn't say nothing to him.
or maybe he said something about Kim.
No, I don't say nothing to nobody. You can Google it. I don't. The only time I say something, which is very rarely, I can count on one hand, probably 3 times, is when somebody came for me on the internet. Out of all the years I've been famous, I don't start trouble with nobody. I let people talk their shit. I be like, whatever, you know? But when I said that, he was talking about my child.
Okay.
And we even had mutual friends that called me and was like,
That's when he went wild crazy over
Wiz.
yeah, the KK thing, and he was like, "Don't tweet about my wife. I'm responsible for your kid." Oh yeah, he crossed the line. Yeah.
Right. And then Wiz was like, I'm talking about Khalifa Kush. What the fuck are you talking about? And he, so anyway, yeah, that was it. And then he was like, I own your son, you wifed a stripper, I own your child for 18 years or for the rest of his life, or all this shit. And I was like, and then I said what I said.
Do you feel like you are owed an apology for like shit like that? Did you guys ever like run into each other, have a conversation after that?
I mean, it ain't gonna make or break me, an apology. I'm not gonna sleep better at night. Like, oh, he apologized finally. Like, I don't think about it.
Growth on both sides, like, because again, like, I've done videos where I'm talking about you and I'm going in, and to see, like, over the years where I reflected on and be like, yo, man, I was going dumb hard at her, definitely unnecessarily, right? And to be now sitting here with you, it's one of those
Mhm.
things where, like, you kind of, I appreciate you for being able to have an open mind and be like, you know what, let me see if this guy is actually growing and changing, and maybe his having a conversation with him, like, could help further his mind and expand his views. So
Right.
that's what I'm thinking when it comes to something like Kanye, like, maybe because he's spewing that out to like such a large audience, that if you could help change that trajectory of how someone's using their energy.
Well, he would have to apologize for so many things for me to like feel like okay.
Mm.
Like I don't see from the outside looking in, people are like, "Oh my God, that's Kanye!" Like you would want to be friends with him, and you would want to be in his, good graces. But I don't care. I don't think about him. I don't. It's just not a thing for me. Like it's like you got to think. It's like you thinking about a girl that you dated 10 years ago.
Okay.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's not a big deal in my life. And people look at it because it was a great time in pop culture, and they look at our pictures together and things that we've done together. So they want this
That's the best version of
moment.
Ye. Like, come on, like you inspired like pretty much one of the, I believe, it's on my short list of best hip hop albums ever. I throw it in my top 25. So it's like, we look at that moment, and from the outside looking in, it looks very perfect. over time, I've kind of started to think, because we've seen different sides of Kanye. Like, I've heard stuff about even Kanye now, like in terms of how he acts and treats people. I'm like, no way he was acting like this back then, because if he was, like, God help you guys, like whoever was around him.
Right.
Then you get to realize, at least when you start transitioning from a fan to someone who could see on the other side of it, maybe everything that really glitters isn't gold. You know what I mean? Um,
Right.
and I'm
And
wondering.
then imagine that, and then the actual good person gets the shitty end of the stick for 10 years.